We have a rig that's worth somewhere in the neighborhood of $15,000 right here. And the latest and greatest, you guys know the Mercedes Sprinter. Figure brand new, this thing is probably $215,000. Right now it's probably worth around 120 maybe with the mileage. And I have my father-in-law today, Mr. Dana Hamblin. He's here to help us out. Now this is your rig right here. And you're kind of thinking about potentially, you know, going a little step up in years.
Not that much of a step up. Those numbers you just described.
Yeah, oh no.
I would definitely like to go up to something much newer with all the new technology. You know, the
solar.
Yeah, the solar. Yeah. I'd like to get 800 amp minimum on the solar.
Okay.
And get away from the generator use, things like that.
Okay, okay. Well, let's go ahead and step over here. I want to show people what you have and some of the upgrades that you've done too, because most people are going to start here because they want to finance their rig. And most people probably don't know this, but it's kind of hard to finance these vans at these price points. So you might be better off starting off maybe paying cash for something like this, adding your own touch to it, because this can deliver more than the eye can actually perceive, right?
Right. Most everything you see came from, I bought it off a guy, 85-year-old guy that kept it in his garage in a temp controlled garage, but most of what you see is original. He had new tires when I got it. I've done nothing to the outside. I've only done a few upgrades. I'll show you those as we go around. I've done, I don't know if you can see it, I put the Houghton Quiet AC system in the back. It's a much lower profile. It's only about a 7-inch profile versus the old one, which was 13. So big difference there. My van's only barely over 8 feet tall as well.
Which is nice too.
Yep. So I've done that upgrade. That was the biggest one I did. By the way, for your viewers, those are real easy to install. I know nothing about installation. It took me 2 hours. I had that.
Oh wow. Okay.
So,
now, did you replace one too, or?
Yeah, I had a new one. The guy put a brand new one in, but it was a typical one you see on all RVs. You know, that are big, bulky. I forget the brand, but
here, let me show it real quickly. That way they can see it too.
Yeah.
Hopefully, you guys can see it up there. I want you guys to notice how low profile that is before I show you the one on that Mercedes, because they call that low profile, which, yeah.
Even inside, it's an inch shorter, so
nice.
It's a much lower profile. And it's got a digital, it's got a remote control, and you can sit there in bed and see a little blue thing that was what temperature is in that.
Okay, okay. And how tall are the ceilings in here, you would say?
6'1".
So I can actually stand up in here too.
Yeah.
I'm like right at about 6 foot.
So the only upgrades I've done in here, of course, was AC. I've got the fan, a much better quality fan with, I think I can run that right now.
Okay.
But it's got it's got 10 speeds. There we go.
There it is.
But it's got the 10 speeds on it, and it goes in or out, you know, in different directions. But it's a lot nicer than the one that was in here.
Oh, nice.
And then the other ones, simple little things like cup holders, new hinges, new door things that are black. New spigot on the faucet that sprays down.
Yeah, right here.
On that. Put a new, just because I wanted something nicer, microwave, and that's it. This thing, and keep in mind, this thing is 1996. It's over 30 years old. And I think the inside's nearly mint condition. So you can take this, you can convert this into what they call a short queen. One bed is about 4 inches longer than the other. This is 72, this is 76.
Okay.
So, but what you do, pop this off.
Oh, that's nice.
Sit it on the floor, but if you're traveling with two people, don't, you know, like I travel with my son sometimes. You've got a nightstand, you've got a book nook, you got all that stuff right here with drawers. You sit it down, you pull out a couple boards underneath here, you slide them out, and then I got a little mattress topper I'll throw over top of it.
Okay.
You've got a short queen then.
I do like how you have the versatility back here.
And another nice thing, I mean, I just think, I look at this compared to the new ones, this has got some better features than some of the new ones does. Big back window.
Yes.
That you can see out. Nice big side windows, which I should have these up. And everything works like, well, you can see in the photos, this stuff is like new. All the material, no stains, no fingerprints.
Yeah.
The windows are pretty quiet. They're the cheapy windows you open, but it's quiet.
Yeah, now you didn't replace these windows, right? These are original windows.
Original.
Yeah.
You got little reading lights. I put LEDs everywhere. That's another little upgrade.
Okay.
But so those are nice and bright. Actually, you can see how bright it was with this. And surprisingly, you got a lot of storage here, here, here.
Wow.
And if you want to open that up.
Oh, nice.
It's lit. And the light still works from 30 years ago, but yeah.
Yeah, if you need to hang stuff, you can take this out.
Yeah, I just put that in myself. Like
okay.
Yeah.
And one thing I have to point this out. So quality has gone downhill, guys. Let's just go ahead and talk about it real quickly because I was just looking at this carpet. Look at how thick this carpet is compared to what you will see. Although most rigs today, they try not to put carpet in them. But depending on your climate, you might want carpet because it does make it stay a little bit warmer if you live in like areas where you plan on camping in 20-degree weather.
It's insulation plus just comfort under your feet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
You can go barefoot.
Yeah, if you need to go to the bathroom and you're stepping on a cold, hard surface, it's not as comfortable as carpet.
While we're talking about the bathroom, that's the other thing is when we move over to the other one, you're going to see it's really tight. This one is actually there's a little shower curtain that we put up, and I leave the door open typically, but I can sit here. You can't stand. You definitely cannot stand and take a shower. Okay. But I can sit here and take a very comfortable shower with this little sprayer.
Yeah.
And another nice feature that your viewers are not going to see in almost any new camper van: 32-gallon freshwater tank.
Yeah.
10-gallon black tank and 18-gallon gray tank.
So this toilet does have a tank, you're saying?
Yeah. A 10-gallon black tank. I keep you off the grid for a week.
Yeah, I can't wait to show what we have over here. That's going to be interesting for sure.
Yeah. So you got a nice little.
Wow.
And yeah, this is pretty roomy. It's surprising how roomy it is.
Yeah, and this is a 19-footer, right?
19 foot. Yep, exactly 19. It's the 96 Dodge Pleasureway, made in Canada. It's got the 318 Dodge, which another big thing is that 318, they're everywhere.
Yeah.
If this motor went on me tomorrow, I could take it to about any shop and get a rebuilt one for under 4K.
Okay.
So.
And see, again, you just pointed out something else. If you are looking for something like this, the cost of ownership is so much lower. Not just the initial price of buying it, but just fixing things. The powertrains are a lot cheaper. A lot of the small parts that you see. Now, granted, you don't use the onboard generator on here, do you?
No. Actually, it doesn't have one.
Oh, it doesn't?
I've got a portable one I'll bring with me if I'm on a long trip.
Got you. Yeah, so did you pull that one out of here?
No, it was never put in because they had no place to put it.
Oh.
When this was built, by the time you finished all the tanks and stuff underneath, there was no room for a generator.
I see. Okay.
So I carry one on the back, or I've got a receiver hitch on the front, so I can put it on the front or back, and it's 60 pounds. So. But
if somebody wanted to add solar to this and add a battery bank, it's very possible you could make something work in here.
Yes, you could definitely do that under the back end here, but there's not a lot difference here. It's just your typical storage.
Okay.
But I love this part. You got 3 drawers. A lot of them only have 1 or none, and you got a nice little
that's nice.
Pantry there. And storage here for your pots and pans. And
what's that down there?
Oh, this is the heater.
Okay,
it's a propane heater. It heats up great. I've got I want to say it's a 28-pound propane tank. And I could run this all summer, say we're out for 30 days of the summer. And the little bit of heat I use there and here for the propane and the water heater, I would never run out.
Oh, wow.
It's very efficient with that.
Nice.
Because, you've got tiny space too, so.
Yeah, well, on that note, let's go ahead and check out what they've done in like 30 years for like upgrades, right? Because this Mercedes Sprinter, it does have its advantages, but I will say the cost of it it's not cheap.
No, it's not.
So this is the 2024 Mercedes Sprinter, and this is a door sanctuary 19P. 19 foot, so they're pretty much the same length, right?
Exactly.
And I want you to go ahead and step in here. I want them to see like the size difference. So yes, you do have a more open floor plan. I'm not sure if you guys remember how the door opened on this Dodge here, but this one does have the sliding door, which I will say is a nice improvement because it does kind of open it up if you are like in nature.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You also have a power awning, but you can add an awning on this one too if you like.
Yeah, I've got one in my garage.
See?
I find I hardly ever use it, so I didn't even install it.
Exactly. And that's what's nice about these vans too is most people are just traveling, right? So you could just find shade. You don't have to necessarily be out in the sun if you don't want to be.
With a small profile like this.
Yeah.
So, and when you pull in an RV park, you can drive through. I drive through and just look for a shade tree, and that's the one I pick. That's spot.
So where's your cooktop at here? Did they forget?
It's a little different.
Did they forget to add that in like the generator on the Dodge?
It's actually a cool little feature right in here, the gray stone. So I don't know I don't know what the what your solar power is on this thing, but obviously it's enough to run this.
Yes. So this has a 3,000 watt inverter and 490 amp hour lithium battery, 200 watt solar panel on the top here. So yeah, that should.
So it just has one solar panel. Okay.
Yeah, just one. Oh yeah, not a lot. So yeah, you can just put that up there.
And...
Or if you are in an area where it's really hot and you want to try to keep the temperature down, you could slap it right here too. So you can cook outside, or if you're cooking stinky food, like you're cooking fish, and you don't want that smell inside the rig, you can obviously do down here too.
But can I put another plug in for the 30-year-old beast?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I've got a table. Instead of buying what everybody buys, those lagoon tables that swivel in and out. I got a table I bought on Amazon that adjusts to 3 different levels. It's bigger than this, actually. 30% larger than this at least. Okay. And I think I spent $49 for it. I use it inside, and then when the weather's nice, I can take it out and shut the door and sit out wherever I want with it.
That's nice. See, that is nice. You have, yeah, because this has a table too for the back, but you only can use that table for inside of this rig because that's the leg for it right there, basically, and it just connects into the floor.
And another thing I think a lot of people are going to be surprised about is you've got 20 inches of space here. On mine, you've got nearly 25 inches of space. That's a huge difference. My wife and I can slide by each other in ours. You couldn't do that easily on this thing.
Well, on that note, let's see how big this bathroom is really quickly. I want them to see this since we're right here. This is actually shockingly small, I will say.
So I'll, it's smaller than mine by about 6 inches.
Yeah, you guys see the height difference? Yeah, so your bathroom is shockingly big for that size rig.
Yeah, I've got a sink sitting over here, and you've got a sink.
That is nice. That is nice.
It's nice. That's a nice feature.
Yeah, but yeah, the height wise, even for me, I'm having to duck my head down too. And you did talk about the vent fans too. This one is more of a basic one, I would say. It doesn't have a remote, so you'd have to control it from here on the side.
I do like the fan. It does have a little portable.
Yeah, that fan, yeah, and that works really good too, by the way.
Well, mine has a nice little window and a fan.
Yeah, well, this one does too. Like, so let's go and close this door so you can see that. This one does have the window here.
No, that is nice, yes.
And it does have that second one on this side, so it does kind of create like a breezeway. And I will say, as far as technology goes, some of these things, you have to admit, like the technology, having the lighting, and I'm pretty sure some of the stuff can even be connected to the phone. Now yours does have propane, this one does not. This does have what's called like a diesel boiler to kind of heat the water and the heat for this, but I'll be honest, I have not been able to figure out how to use it for the heat yet, so yeah. But as far as the height goes, this does give you a little bit more height. And what do we say in terms of height for the outside? It's like 9'4".
Yeah, this was about 9'4".
I think somewhere.
5.
Not including the
not including the AC.
Yes, not including
it's
AC.
More than a foot taller than my 96, which is a massive difference if you're in wind.
Yeah.
And this is about 8 inches narrower. So you've really got a big, and actually my band, if you point over to it, I don't know if you can, it's got a better, it's got a, what's the word I'm looking for? It's
aerodynamic?
Yeah.
Yeah, aerodynamically,
aerodynamic. So then this 2024 is. Yeah. So there's a big difference when you're in any kind of winds more than 15 miles an hour. You're going to feel it much more dramatically in here than that.
I actually agree with you because when we drove here, it was windy the entire way from Utah. And yeah, this thing being so tall, even in 20 mile an hour gusts, it just felt like it was just all over the road for sure. What do you get fuel economy wise?
Oh, better than people are gonna probably. They're probably gonna say no, he doesn't. I can get 14 to 16, and if I'm on Indiana roads, I can get 17.
Oh wow.
Doing 60, 65 miles an hour.
Yeah, that's a V8 four speed. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and I will say, I mean, like you say, aerodynamically, I would say that is a little bit more aerodynamic because it's not as tall, and that height will obviously affect fuel economy. This is all-wheel drive, so I got about 16, and on the high end, and I got a little bit lower than that depending on the wind, basically. So some people say you can get 20 with this. A lifted van that's this tall, I would love to see those numbers.
Yeah.
So
maybe driving 70 through Indiana on a no wind day.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But now, do you have seatbelts in this guy over here?
No, you can only get 2 people in that.
Okay, so 2, and I'm sure there's there's probably other floor plans where you could have had a seat in the back maybe or something like that.
A lot of times in the back they would have had a seatbelt for 2 people, but
yeah,
you could aftermarket something.
Yeah, so this one does have 3 seatbelts, and of course you have the 2 here. These seats do swivel. Your seats swivel up front too as well, right?
Yes.
So I will say, like, you have to figure out for yourself how much money you can spend. Some people can afford to buy this rig and it won't hurt them at all, but I will say most people should start here because this is expensive. Very expensive, and I will tell you that these things depreciate really fast.
And if I could add, I bought this and immediately took it on a trip cross country without knowing what was going to go wrong.
Yeah.
I had 100,000 miles on it. It's now got 117, and the only thing, I mean, that thing was flawless. The only thing I had an issue with was serpentine belt, and it broke 5 miles outside Billings, Montana. So it was the best break I could have had. I limped back into Montana and had a guy at Napa help me put another that was one of 2 spare parts I carried with me. So this thing breaks down. It can be a pretty simple fix no matter where you are compared to this guy.
Yeah, so I got to ask you this question in closing. You were kind of looking at potentially getting a new one because you like the idea of the solar and you like some of the extra technology that you get, especially in the front seat. I don't even have to show this to you guys because this is where it wins me over 100%.
Nice cockpit.
Yeah, you get adaptive cruise control, all that good stuff. There's just a lot of nice features that this thing has.
Those seats are those are high-end seats too.
That too, yeah. These seats are comfortable and they're heated obviously too. So yeah, you just get more comfort obviously in these newer rigs because of technology. But after seeing this one now, where do you stand with Gracie over here? Does Gracie really sell you a little bit better now with the price point?
The wife has loved having you guys pull in because she's there, but the wife is only 4'9".
Okay.
So she's a tiny thing. She doesn't mind that shower.
Yeah.
But I would still, I'm still looking for something newish, 2020.
Okay.
Maybe Winnebago. They got some really nice Winnebago Travados out there. This is a great comparison to see what's out there. But I will say the price point, I would tell any viewer out there, unless you have all your debts paid and you've got 150 sitting in the bank you don't know what to do with, I would always go with something older and used, at least for your first rig to get a feel for it.
Get a feel for it. And these are easy to sell. I mean, yes. Price point wise, most people can go out and pay cash for that and not even blink. So, and it's going to be reliable because as I showed you guys, even the carpet, the quality of this rig is very, very shocking 30 years later. 30 years later, I don't know if this thing's going to even still be on the
road. We've talked about these windows. I can't.
Yeah.
Okay, this one.
Okay,
We've talked about these windows. This is like, it's a decent grade plastic. It's gonna be broken in no time, especially as a rental. I give it 2 more years and these windows are gonna be all kinds of messed up.
Yeah. Well, and that's the thing, like that's where the shareholders have come into the RV world and really have monopolized it, in my opinion. And so it's not about quality anymore, it's about bottom line. And yeah, you can get this rig was $215. You can probably get it for $169, $159 after discounts, but that should scare you a little bit. How much margin is in this thing, right? To go from $215 down to, and then when you see them on the used market, like you said, you can start seeing these for, 5-6 years old or 100 grand, 90 grand, somewhere in there. So yeah, they do depreciate really fast. So before you jump out there and buy a new rig, make sure you understand what you're buying. And like you said, make sure you have your finances in order for sure. Yeah, but I appreciate you doing this with me though. I'm happy we had a chance to show these side by side because Yeah, I mean, the only thing that you get with this is that status, right? It's a Mercedes. It's a little bit newer, right? So, and it has a lot of nice amenities too. But I think for some people, that Dodge Pleasureway is a good alternative too.
Absolutely.
Cool. Thank you.
Thank you.